Hi guys, how are you all today? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about trends that are making you look older. Now, none of us want to willingly look older, right? We're all aging and it's a natural process, but there are some trends that we follow that are very much online, and we do get carried away sometimes and we do end up making mistakes that do make us look older while we're not really old. So this is what this video is going to be all about. Without further ado, let's get started. People say we are what we eat, but we are also what we wear, to be honest. Clothing choices complement your body in a huge way, and there are certain very large floral prints or certain just outdated prints that will make you look older. Sometimes we do confuse these with more classic prints, but there's a very fine line between what is classic and what is outdated. The same thing goes for colors and materials as well. Remember the Juicy Couture tracksuit that almost everybody was wearing? That was so much in trend. People were doing it non-stop. There were multiple colors in it that said Juicy at the back. In all honesty, yes, the brand did become a global bestseller because of that tracksuit, but anybody who wears it now just looks outdated, and this whole kind of really loud branding just does not resonate with people anymore. Even with handbags where you have huge brand monograms or brand logos, people are drifting away from those. They're going towards more subtle, more classic, more minimal kind of stuff. So of course, wear prints and wear colors that you like, but at the same time, keep an eye on prints that are outdated. Point number 2 is for those people who still like to apply a lot of makeup on their face and go for a more cakey look. None of us like a cakey look. We all want to look airbrushed. We want to have a smooth, nice face, but the cakey look was once very popular. So picture this, right? Picture it's 2002, there's a filmfare event and you see your favorite actresses' photos with a flash on. You know how cakey that makeup can look sometimes? That's what comes to mind when I think at this point. Needless to say, makeup application is your own personal choice, and of course you can put in however much or however little you like. But when people apply heavy foundation, they overdraw their eyebrows, they apply a lot of blush, that gives a very vintage look. And yes, that was once trendy, but really not anymore. Right now the idea is to have it more clean, more neat. The thing is, this will make even young women with no skin damage appear a lot older. Just remember that screen makeup and real life makeup are very different, and unless you're going for, let's say, a huge event and there are going to be lights and everything, yes, it makes sense. But for everyday life, for like day-to-day events, if you're going for a brunch with your girls, that can look very powdery, it can look very cakey. Instead, maybe you could try a lighter cream foundation, just a slight blush, a little bit of contour. Point number 3 is not using the right skin and body products. Now, we all want to get rid of acne, dark circles, blemishes, and all of these issues that we have, but most of us do not research well enough. Plus, lack of sleep, excessive sun exposure, pollution, aging, all of these factors add to it. If you're smoking, even that can cause skin damage. On top of that, once you turn 20, every year you start losing 1% collagen, and you start seeing the effects only after you're 30. The truth here is that most products work on the surface of the skin without going really deep into the skin. So they provide a very temporary solution, and what we eat is much more important than what we put on our skin. When I came back to India, I was going from one climate to the other, and traveling really made my skin break out. It was really bad, and you guys can see it's much better right now. When I came back to India, I started having Kapiva Skin Food Glow Mix. This is purely an Ayurvedic drink that's meant for all skin types, and it's free from chemicals. Now this has rose, pomegranate, grapeseed, blueberries, and these are all considered beauty foods, which means they're very good for taking care of your overall health and your looks. This is also loaded with vitamin A, E, and B. Kapiva claims that you can see results in just 30 days, guys, and I can vouch for that. The only thing is that the taste isn't the best, but it takes a little while, maybe 2 or 3 days, and you'll get habituated to that. But to begin with, the way I had it was I mixed half a sachet with 100 ml of water instead of mixing the whole sachet. Have it after your meals, never on an empty stomach. And I know we read a lot about anti-aging creams as well, but most of the topical anti-aging creams contain ingredients that are not derived from natural sources. Kapiva Skin Foods Glow Mix has natural and plant-based ingredients that reduce hyperpigmentation, boost the production of collagen in the body, and reduce dark circles and spots, giving a long-term, very noticeable glow. If you want to try this, the first 100 purchases will be getting a 5% off, so make sure you click on the link in the description box. It is available on their website, on Amazon, and on Nykaa, and if you want a 10% off, you can use the code GLOW10 on their website to get that. Point number 4 is for those people who buy all of these chemical peel ingredients and do it at home. I've seen multiple videos on Instagram, and I've seen multiple TikToks as well in the past where people buy all of these things and they try to do a chemical peel at home. But trust me guys, people who do this professionally are trained for this, and you never know what the products you're getting, what ingredients they might have, and how they might react to your skin. A person again who's doing this professionally knows that in and out. They've studied that for a long time, and that takes time and effort. So best to let the professionals handle that. Chemical peels are complex to handle, and while doing it at home might sound easier, might sound cheaper even, I have come across people who've had a lot of blistering and even skin peel throughout their face because of something like that. So please do not try it at home, especially if you have acne and you have sensitive skin. Not something that you should be trying. Alright, coming back to fashion, for those who are constantly wearing jeggings and leggings, let me tell you, those are not jean replacements. I remember the time when leggings and jeggings came out, people went crazy, dude. I had like 7 or 8 pairs of leggings and jeggings in different colors, different styles, and now we've got even more like kind of designs and shapes and all of that coming out. They are super comfortable, yes I know, and I've fallen into that whole trap myself as well, so I get it. But the thing is, jeans complement and contour the body, giving a very nice look. Jeggings and leggings have very thin materials that will bring attention to the parts of your body, even the parts that you don't want to highlight because of that thin material. Now for example, for the longest time, something that I personally also didn't understand was that I'm heavy on the bottom, which means if I wear jeggings and leggings, the thin material will emphasize the hip and the thigh region, and that's something I want to de-emphasize, and I want to emphasize more on the top region, on my collarbone, on my shoulder. So wearing something like jeggings and leggings was not really working in my favor, even though they were super comfortable. Now I wear wide leg jeans and they're so comfy, they're so soft, and they also work well with my body. This of course doesn't mean go shove all your jeggings and leggings out the cupboard. Of course you're not going to do that. Wear those on days that you don't really feel like wearing jeans, but on most days if jeans are not a problem, choose jeans. The next thing that's making you look older than you already are is wearing still the wrong size of lingerie. You know, the whole A cup, B cup, C cup, D cup, this letter sizing was invented years ago and the sizes still have not changed, but our bodies have changed quite a bit. This is the exact reason most doctors say that women are still not wearing the right cup size. I've also come across a lot of websites online that are selling these very sexy, very cute, very hot looking lingerie, but they're sizeless, right? They've got no size. It doesn't go from small, medium, large, or like 34, 36, 38. It doesn't have all of that. It's common for all bodies, and I'm just like, how is this okay? Like, how are people still wearing something like this? No matter how sexy, ill-fitting lingerie can lead to back pain, it can lead to neck pain, shoulder pain. The straps can sometimes create a lot of lines on your shoulders, even bad posture. Now, how does this make you look older? Ill-fitting lingerie can even cause premature sagging, and you do not want that. So it's best to get fitted. If you go to a place like La Senza or Victoria's Secret, they do have people who can help you with the sizing as well. But if you prefer to do this on your own, I would say do this at least twice a year, but even if you do it once a year, that's still good enough. And finally, something that I have done so many times and I am so guilty, and I wish I didn't have to do this, or like I wish somebody had told me earlier when I was growing up, when I was learning about all of these things and getting into the whole beauty and fashion world. Wearing uncomfortable shoes. I don't even need to say much about this because I'm sure at some point even you have bought an uncomfortable pair of heels, flats, sandals, and you have regretted that decision simply because either shoe bites or bites from the front, corns, dead skin. All of this happens when you wear uncomfortable shoes. While shoe bites are normal, they do take a lot of time to heal and they pain so much, and you can't wear any other kind of shoe when you're having shoe bites. I literally have to wear chappals or like shoes that are open from the back. If it's on my little toe, it hurts even more. So firstly, make sure you're buying footwear based on the shape of your foot. If your foot is wider from the front, a shoe with a narrow tip will not suit your feet because it's going to make your toes feel very cramped. So keep these subtle things in mind and you should be good. I also did a poll here on YouTube, and dude, most of you prefer flats over heels, but more often than not, I still see people wearing heels and struggling sometimes. But if you're not comfortable in heels, ditch them and go for your flats. Shoe pads and insoles are great if you want to actually take care of your feet and you're serious about this. I myself have bought shoe pads very recently and I place them at the back of my heels whenever I'm walking, whenever I'm going out wearing those heels. I will leave the link to the shoe pads that I got down below, but they're really a game changer. If you have any uncomfortable heels, I would highly recommend you get these shoe pads and insoles as well, so you can walk for longer durations. Even if you're wearing flats and you feel like your feet get tired of walking, insoles will do just fine and you'll be perfect with those. So moral of the story, don't stop wearing heels, but choose your footwear wisely. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and leave your comments down below letting me know what other videos you want to watch. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel because that always helps. Once again, if you're interested in getting to know more about Capiva Skin Food Glow Mix, or if you want to get your hands on this, make sure you click on the link in the description box. Personally, I love this one. It's the rose flavored one. I would highly recommend this, but you can check out more on their website, on Amazon and on Nykaa. One last thing before I leave, I do go live on Instagram very often. My ID is right over here, so make sure you come check out my Instagram and join our family over there. And I will see you guys next time. Till then, bye bye.